Well, it's a nice brisk morning out here. I was working on my firewood yesterday, and that's pretty much what I'm getting ready to do today. I'm going to finish it. So today's going to be the last of the firewood work, hopefully for the season. Well, let me show you what I got going on here. So yeah, there's the crusty old log splitter. That's it. That's the pile of wood I got left right there that I'm going to work on. I mean, I have more wood that would be split, but I'm going to end it there because we're in that transition where I'm trying to get into an outside boiler. It's probably not going to happen this season, but you know, I have a bunch of rounds already for the outside boiler, and if we don't need them, I'm not going to split them. Now, I have a heck of a mountain, so like if you look at this dirt patch, there was a pile of rounds there, probably 5 feet high or so. That's all split now and put into a pile, and that pile is freaking huge. I didn't stack a single thing. I literally just put it all in one big pile. And if you've seen old videos or older videos or previous videos, I have a door right outside where the oil or the wood burner's sitting at the house. It's like a door out to the backyard there, and that purpose of that door is literally just to bring firewood in and out, really. Then I just flopped everything in a big pile. So she's as tall as what the tractor bucket will reach, and she's got a little bit of depth to it. So I couldn't tell you how much wood I got piled up over there, but this is what we're getting ready to do. We're going to fire this thing up. Now, I did change the fuel up on this, and what I mean is, well, this is the last of the wood to split. So I kind of want to finish this off today with the fuel stabilized for the winter. So as far as fuel stabilizer, I don't go buy fuel stabilizer. I basically just going to run my 2-stroke mix Red Armor. You know what I mean? So my 2-stroke mix has Red Armor in it, and that's basically all I'm going to do for this last bit of firewood. That way, whatever's left in there will basically act as my fuel stabilizer. And I haven't had a trouble doing that yet. From season to season, it usually just starts right up after 2 or 3 pulls. So what do you say we just go ahead and get her fired up so I can get this done? I won't show you any of the footage of the splitting. I won't bore you with that. But let's get her fired up. We got a choker. Switch is on. She's a little chilly. She might be a little tougher to get going. We'll see. Yep, there she is. I'm gonna let her warm up for a minute here, and then we're gonna split some wood. If I don't let it warm up for a minute, like, I don't know, she tries to stall it. The motor is not super powerful, and with that thick oil, you know, when that hydraulic oil's thick, it just, you know, it doesn't like it. So I gotta let her warm up for a minute, then we should be good. Well, there she is. All split up. That pile of dirt's just because I was using the tractor to push the wood, you know, because she was heaped up several feet, and I was using the tractor to keep pushing it towards the splitter. I ended up with a little pile of dirt there, which we'll clean it up. You know, a couple of scoops, drag it around or whatever, you know. But there she is. Now I'm going to show you here in a second how much wood I actually go through. As time goes on, I'm getting better and better at figuring it out. So yeah, let me kind of give you an idea of how much wood I'm actually going through. Alrighty. Alright, so here's the tractor. This is basically what I'm doing. Loading up the bucket pretty high. You can see I took a chunk out. It's probably, there's going to be every bit of 2 more trips to finish that. But that right there, that's a week. That's a week's worth of wood. Down to like probably the teens, maybe. The closer I get to 0, and especially if I get below 0, that will be twice that volume. I'll do that 2 times a week. Just to give you an idea how much wood I go through. So that's, 30-degree weather, 20-degree weather. That's about average for a week's time. Right there. So last winter, we had a pretty long stretch in cold weather, and I thought I was going to run out of wood. And I didn't. I actually got lucky because like I was thinking I was going to run out of wood, and then a week later it warmed up, like drastically warmed up. So my consumption was cut in half, which enabled me to, I actually managed to make it through the winter, and I still have probably a cord or 2 left over from last winter. Probably closer to 2 cord left over. So we're good. In case you're wondering, that's it. That's a week's worth of wood. And as we get down to 0 or whatever, or less than 0, that you plan on doing that twice a week. So I fill up every Sunday, and on the really cold weeks, I got to do it on Wednesdays as well. That's basically what I do. So, yeah, that's our consumption. As far as the shop is concerned, I only did about a quart of wood or so last year. It just really depends on how much time I spend in there, So my total consumption last year was probably right around 8 cord. 7 at the house and 1 at the shop. I was thinking it was going to be more than that, but that's what it ended up being. It's because I got lucky right at the end, and it warmed up really fast, so my consumption reduced. Now I've been talking to some gentlemen, and we all got this feeling that this winter is going to be worse. So time will tell. I have probably 10 cord sitting on property right now, maybe more. So we'll have to see how long she lasts, I'm burning right now, 24/7. There's a fire going. We're averaging in the 30s to 40s. We're hovering between 30 and 40 degrees. We haven't gotten below freezing yet, but she's cool enough to have a fire going 24/7, and we'll have to see how things go. So we're in October right now, and we've got several months to go till we get through this winter.